I'm David Sugarman, and I'm here to help you learn English in a simple, fun, and useful way. If you're tired of studying and not seeing progress, you're in the right place. I've created easy lessons that take you step by step, starting from the basics and moving up. We'll focus on key areas like grammar and listening, both super important to help you understand and speak English naturally. This video is part of a series of lessons, so if you've been learning with me or one of my teachers, it's a great way to review what you've already covered in class, whether we're working together one-on-one, in a group, or just studying with one of my teachers. These presentations help you keep practicing and keep making progress. Think of this video as a tool to review the lesson, a way to go over the material again and make it stick. This way of learning really works. You'll start to understand and speak English with more confidence. So just stick with it, keep practicing, and you'll see progress in no time. And if you want even more practice, you can find exercises on my website at davidenglish.info that go perfectly with these lessons to help you learn faster. Let's get started. Today, we're going to go over the past simple tense, which is very important to understand and get control of. Learning how to use it correctly will help you talk about past events clearly and confidently. On this slide, we have the past simple. We talk about regular and irregular verbs in the beginning. So for the past simple, regular verbs look like this. Usually it's a verb plus the ed. Past simple, we have irregular verbs, okay, which have three forms. That's right, they're not normal, not regular. Do goes to did in the past simple, okay? Pretty much, we use this tense to describe actions and events which are finished, okay? Examples, we played tennis yesterday. Played is a regular verb. And she wrote a letter to her friend last week. This is an irregular verb. I want you to remember that when we look at the 12 tenses, we are in the past simple, which means that this is basic English still, but you have a couple rules. This can also be your safe zone. I always tell people, if you want to speak correctly and not get so twisted into the other grammar structures in the beginning, you can always be safe as long as you go by these rules. Here we go. So rule number one is that this is going to be a finished action with a finished time, okay? And it's usually a fact. For example, last night, I watched a movie. It's very general, it's very truthful, and it's factual. Last night, I watched a movie. That's rule number one and use number one. Use number two is like this. For example, oh, so today I woke up in the morning, and after that, I made a coffee, and then I drank it. And then I went into my kids' room, and I woke them all up, and I told them to brush their teeth. So they brushed their teeth. After that, everybody put on their shoes and clothes. And then after that, we walked out the door. This is an example of a series of actions happening after each other, one after another. First, this happened. Second, this happened. Third, this happened. And fourth, this happened, and so on. Okay? So that would be use number two. And use number three is when you have a length or a duration of time that actually happened in the past. And we just say, for example, for me, I lived in the United States for 21 years. That's a fact. It's a statement. I lived in America for 20 years. I'm done living there. It's totally finished. I lived there and it's done. It's completed. And I tell you the amount of time. So that's use number three. And now let's get started with the exercises. Okay, now we're going to get to the directions and complete the sentences. You can stop this video and then write down your answers. Of course, you can get a notebook and then a pen and write down the answers and then check your answers and just go with the video and follow along. And on top of that, one last thing is that you can check out learnenglish.info for more exercises, okay, to continue this, to make things stick. So let's get started. Number 1, I walk to school yesterday. So this happened yesterday. We want to say, I walked to school yesterday. That's past simple. Number 2, he eat breakfast at 7 a.m. We want to say, he ate breakfast at 7 a.m. Number 3, they play football last weekend. We want to say, they played football last weekend. Again, finish time, finish action. That's a regular verb. 4, she read a book last night. You want to say, she read a book last night. And remember, it's the same spelling, but a different sound. So again, she read a book last night. Number 5, we talk on the phone for an hour. This is use number 3. We're going to say, we talked on the phone for an hour. And that happened sometime in the past, but it's entirely finished. We talked on the phone for an hour. Before we continue, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel and join the community. Give me a like, a thumbs up, and even write a comment and pass this to a friend so we can help change other people's lives. So again, let's continue. Directions, complete the sentences. We're in the past simple. 6, I visit my friend last Saturday. Last Saturday, it's finished, and it's a regular verb. I visited my friend last Saturday. Number 7, you buy a new jacket last week. This is an irregular verb. You want to say, you bought a new jacket last week. Let's go to number 8. She write an email to her teacher. She wrote an email to her teacher. This is an irregular verb. She wrote an email to her teacher. Number 9, they watched TV after dinner. You want to say, they watched TV after dinner. 10, he sit in the garden all afternoon. Irregular verb, he sat in the garden all afternoon. He sat in the garden all afternoon. Complete the sentences. 11, we study for the exam together. We studied for the exam together. Remember, drop the Y and put IED for spelling. 12, she lose her keys at the mall. What do you think? She lost her keys at the mall. Number 13, I called my parents yesterday. What do you think? I called my parents yesterday. Very good. Number 14, they traveled to London last summer. What do you think? They traveled to London last summer. 15, he drank coffee in the morning. Drink is an irregular verb. What do you think? He drank coffee in the morning. Again, we know when it happened and it's finished. It's a finished action and a finished time. We're in the past simple. Let's continue. Complete the sentences. And again, guys, please give me a like, a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell, give me a comment, and share this to a friend if you can. Number 16, you cleaned your room last night. Here, we want to say, what do you think? What do you think? You cleaned your room last night. ED, you cleaned your room last night. 17, she swam in the ocean during her vacation. You want to say, she swam in the ocean during her vacation. She swam in the ocean during her vacation. 18, I worked late last night. What do you think? I worked late last night. So remember, when we say the word work, it's with an ED, but it sounds like a T at the end. I worked late last night. That's very important to remember. Number 19, he found a new job last month. You want to say, he found a new job last month. Found, it's an irregular verb. And 20, we listened to music at the party. What do you think? We listened to music at the party. Guys, again, you can go to davidenglish.info and do more exercises. Now let's continue a little bit more, and then I'll let you go, I promise. Now it's your turn. You can tell a story about a past event, share some activities you did yesterday in the comments. I would love to see how well you're doing. And let's go over the answer key here. And right now I'll read out the answers to you, and you can look at the sentences and listen and repeat after me if you would like. And then I'll let you go to my website. Here we go. Number 1, I walked to school yesterday. 2, he ate breakfast at 7 a.m. 3, they played football last weekend. 4, she read a book last night. 5, we talked on the phone for an hour. 6, I visited my friend last Saturday. 7, you bought a new jacket last week. 8, she wrote an email to her teacher. 9, they watched TV after dinner. 10, he sat in the garden all afternoon. Number 11, we studied for the exam together. 12, she lost her keys at the mall. 13, I called my parents yesterday. 14, they traveled to London last summer. 15, he drank coffee in the morning. 16, you cleaned your room last night. 17, she swam in the ocean during her vacation. 18, I worked late last night. 19, he found a new job last month. 20, we listened to music at the party. Guys, remember, that's all past simple. We were in the past. That's a finished time and a finished action. Don't forget the 3 rules or the 3 uses. The first use is that it's a finished time and finished action. We know when this action happened. The second use is a series of actions when you're telling a story one after another, but they're all completed. And number 3, we're saying how long something happened, but it's entirely finished. All right, you did it. For more information, visit and follow my social media accounts. Thank you for visiting the David English Academy. And if you need anything, I'm here to help you. Please send this to a friend so we can help change people's lives. Bye for now. Hi, how are you today? If you would like to elevate your English level where people actually understand you, where you're not making mistakes, where you're not confused, where you have control of your English, then you're in the right place. My name is David Sugarman. I've been teaching business English for over 12 years, and I can really help you. Currently, right now, I'm teaching in big companies like Diplomat Israel, like IKEA, and others. If you would like to hear more information, please reach out to me over here. Bye for now.